everybody, my name is Valeria and today we're going to be talking about one of the most successful companies in all of Mexico, and this is Grupo Bimbo. So, before anything else, did you know that Grupo Bimbo has been chosen as one of the best companies to work in Mexico? Well, Glassdoor has awarded the best companies to work in Mexico, and these companies were voted by their own employees. Grupo Bimbo has been ranked in the top 15 companies to work in Mexico, together with FEMSA and Aeromexico. If I work at Bimbo, I will be a very proud employee. Okay, so in regards to this, an employee in the sales department says, great work, environment, and excellent benefits. This is talking about the culture in Grupo Bimbo. Okay, so now we're going to talk a little bit about the history of Grupo Bimbo and how it started as a company. So, in 1943, the idea of a baking company was first born. Then, in 1945, the baking company Bimbo SA was founded. The Osito Bimbo was created as their logo. So, the first products were white bread, black bread, toasted bread. This might have been the essential products at that time, and that's why I think this might have been the best strategy for them to start. Okay, so now we're going to continue with the first products and brands after it was first created. And as you can see, in 1948 we had panqués, then we had donas and nochebuenas, later we had gansito, and by 1967 we had also submarinos marinela, which are very famous. Okay, then 1974, it was when Tia Rosa, the brand, was created. Later it was created the conchas, and in 1978 the Ricolino brand was created as well, which is a brand focused on making candies. So these are just only some of the examples, but there are more, but these are some of the highlights of the story of Grupo Bimbo. So, as you can see, by 1978, the company had already launched many brands and products that we know until today. The company must have been growing so fast. Okay, and then we have some other highlights. In 1985, Bimbo starts exporting products to USA, and by 2011, Bimbo was acknowledged or recognized as the largest baking company in the world. Can you believe that? Well, I think that the company must have been very excited when they started exporting the products to other parts of the country, or to other countries, sorry. Okay, now we're going to talk about overseas business. As we said before, this started with exporting products to USA, but it didn't end there because there was more. Okay, so Bimbo today has 196 plants, more than 134,000 workers, and more than 3 million outlets all over the world. But now talking specifically about Bimbo in the world, there are 83 plants in North America, 24 plants in Europe, 38 plants in Mexico, 14 plants in Asia, 33 plants in Latin America, and 5 plants in Africa. So you can see that this company is present in America, Europe, Asia, and Africa. Uh, if I were an employee, I would love to work at another country. Okay, now here's the map. You can see, maybe you can close up a little bit. Here are, you can see the different countries in which Bimbo is present. Okay. So together with this, Grupo Bimbo has one of the largest distribution networks in the world, and they also integrate the concept of sustainability in the company, and they apply it everywhere they are present. Here is one example of sustainability. It's an electric vehicle, and it says that this electric vehicle is moved by air. So I don't know how that works, but it's a very interesting project and strategy that they use, right? Okay, now we're going to talk a little bit about the ethics code in the company. And well, in February 2018, a recognition was received by the Ethisphere Institute as one of the most ethical companies in the world. Also, Grupo Bimbo's purpose is to build a sustainable, highly productive, and fully human company. So, so far, we have talked about sustainability, and this is a very important topic and value of the company, and also is very known for being a human company, meaning that they care about their workers, they care about their stakeholders, they care about their customers, they care about each individual person. And also, okay, we have more values. We have serving with passion, teamwork, building trust or integrity, delivering quality, operating effectively, continue growing, and people. And as we said, with this we mean that they don't see people as objects but as persons or human beings. Now, the code of ethics is obviously a document that is very large, very detailed, but here are some of the things that the code of ethics includes. So, obviously, acting with integrity. This is one of the main focus on the code of ethics is integrity. No bribery, taking care of the environment, and this goes along with sustainability. Respect to every human, building trust through each person's conduct, transparency, non-discrimination, and respect to the human rights. We continue with diversity. So, Grupo Bimbo values people, as we said, and promotes a culture of diversity and inclusion. In fact, they seek that all persons have the same opportunities within the company to participate. In fact, there is 13,840 workers have been trained by the company on the subject of diversity and inclusion. So if I worked at Bimbo, I would be very interested in getting to know more about this topic of diversity and inclusion, and through the workshops that they give, the trainings, and all of that. So I'm going to continue with the brands. So by this century, Bimbo had already launched almost all of the brands that they know nowadays, but later they started actually buying or purchasing the rights of owning other brands, like for example in America and in other places. So they really were growing a lot. Okay, so we have some examples are Ricolino, Bimbo, Coronado, Marinela, Barcel, and Tia Rosa, and all the other ones. These are some of the most known. Talking about the office life, uh, this is some of the comments that their own employees have said about the company. Okay, I searched this on a website where they employees would rank or evaluate their own companies, and this is what some of the comments. So one of them says it's a great workplace environment and excellent benefits. It's a great company and with plenty of opportunity, a competitive wage, great company values. They offer different bonuses and pantry vouchers for employees. And only some of the disadvantages that I found were in regards to the schedule, the work schedule, and that it was a very high pressure kind of work. You can see that the employees must have been very